Hi guys. So we have the second finalist. So really good game between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. So let's see. Let's see how they did it. It was Real Madrid against Bayern Munich, as I said before. Real Madrid, according to UEFA, they were gonna play a 4-3-3. The only difference that I noticed was that Chouameni was gonna play as a number six and cross to the left. And from the previous match, not many changes actually. Just I think no, that's what they did. Um, then we have Bayern Munich. They were gonna play a 4-2-3-1. I say the same way. Now that Miller was not playing, so Musiala was going to take his place and do what he used to do, being around Kane. And since Musiala was doing that job, Nabry was going to play on the left. Pajlovic was going to play instead of Goretzka, and he did really well. And also the late was playing instead of Kim. Um, so as you can see right there, very early on the game, you can see that Real Madrid was really going for it. And Bayern Munich, they were just waiting. Their game plan was just to wait, and Kroos was dropping, as you can see right there. And you can also see that Musiala was just going around Kane. And you can also see that at the very beginning of the game, Rodrigo was actually playing in the middle as they were showing it before. And Carvajal, since all of the attacking side goes to this side, where the Vinicius side is, Carvajal had a lot of space here with Valverde. And very early, you can see that Rodrigo had a lot of freedom, just dropping a lot. And you can see that Nabri was going to be in charge of Valverde or Carvajal. In this case, we can see it with Carvajal. And Masaori was with Valverde, or they would switch like that. And Vinicius with Kimmich, and also Leimer with Bellingham, and Musiala with Chouameni. That happened a lot. So it was, you can see those duels there. Something to mention is that even though Bayern Munich didn't attack as much, whenever they did, they were always going behind crosses and Chouameni's back. Kimmich would get in this position, and the way Kane and Sane or Musiala, they would be ready to attack. And they created a few chances that way. But as you can see, Real Madrid, like I said, they were really going for it. So the defensive line was super high. Nacho and Rudiger, like they were pressing super high. And then, like I said before, all of the attacking side, as we all know from Real Madrid, is Bellingham, Mendy, Rodrigo. Everybody's on this side, and Carvajal is again with a lot of space with Valverde here just waiting. So that's what they do. They play on one side, and we're gonna notice that in the second half too. Um, so just like that. Then also we can see that Vinicius, since Kimmich was going up, not as much, but sometimes he goes up and gets to the middle as a midfielder. The lead was playing against Vinicius now, and the lead in the first half he did really well. And you can also see that Rodrigo was dropping a lot. But like I said before, whenever this Bayern was defending, they were doing like a 4-4-2 like that. Now you can see Rodrigo just coming all the way to the other side, and again Vinicius and the lead, really good. Then Gnabry got injured, so he got out, and Davis came in. But that changed the game because, to be honest, in the first, I would say for the whole match, Gnabry and Sane didn't play well. So it was just all Musiala, Kane, Leimer, Pavlovic, and Kimmich. So when Davis came in, he really played really well on this side. Here we can also see that I want to mention that, like I said before, Kimmich gets in the middle behind the midfield, between the defensive line and the defensive line and the midfielders. But Sane, he never was able to meet Mendy like on the previous game. So it was a different Sane for some reason. He wasn't as good. And Real Madrid, from time to time, they could get into a 4-4-2 with Rodrigo and Vinicius like that, but not as much because they were attacking most of the time. So that was the first half. In the second half, Vinicius and Rodrigo, they just opened up a lot because since Bayern Munich, they were defending a lot, Ancelotti noticed that they need to move them around more so they can create more spaces. Um, but also Bayern Munich in the second half, they tried to attack a little more. But this meant that Kimmich was gonna go higher, and Vinicius and the lead were gonna play more. But you can see there, Sane and Davis super high. And like I said before, look at what Vinicius is doing with three people here, with actually Sane. So Vinicius was carrying a lot of the attacking side, which meant that there was a lot of spaces behind the defensive line. But then you can see that Bayern Munich, if from a counterattack, Kane opened it up, just went to the back of Rudiger because, as you can see in the midfield, Dani Carvajal is going to close on Musiala. So Kane sees the back of Rudiger and puts the ball there. And Davies goes there. And just remember, Davies usually is a lefty, so in this case, he surprised everybody and he crosses to his right. Rudiger wasn't even expecting that, and he scored a really nice goal. But as soon as they scored, Ancelotti made some substitutions. He brought in Modric or Cross, so they got out, and Camavinga for Chomini. So it was like that, still a 4-3-3. But then now, like I was saying before, now they were gonna go to the right to attack, because since now everybody's on the right, Vinicius was always along on the left, and Vinicius along against on V1 situations against anybody is super dangerous. So it was like that. See, if you can see, Kimmich is trying to look at his back because everybody's here, but Vinicius is waiting there. Then in the last 15 minutes, he came in for Sané because Sané didn't have a good game, and plus at this point they wanted to defend more. So it was like three in the back, and Masauri came in to help Kimmich. So it was like probably like I would say like a 4-4-2 now, because he was defending a lot because now it was against Mendy and Vinicius because Mendy was super high too. So now it's like a 4-4-2. And yes, look at where Rodrigo and Bellingham are. So they were on on the other side trying to create some spaces for Vinicius and Mendy to try to leave them 1v1 against these two like that. And in the second half, in the last 20 minutes, Vinicius really destroyed Kimmich and Delete. So look, then look how high the Real Madrid defensive line is in the last 10 minutes. They really wanted to score a goal. So then Joselu came in for Rodrigo, and Brahim came in for Valverde. So that meant that Diaz was going to play here, Joselu was a number 9, and he was going to drop a little Bellingham. Not so much because they were attacking a lot most of the time, and they were really going for it. They were playing super high. And then, and here, Mueller came in for Musiala, and Chouamani came in for Kane. To me, that was a bad move. Kane, he was having a really good game. So it's still a 4-4-2, but or a 4-2-3-1, but with Miller like that. But King was having a really good game, so he never should have got out. And then Vinicius, he shots from the outside the box, and Neuer, who was the best player on the field at the time, he let the ball go, and Joselu was just there and scored a goal. So that really changed the game because the momentum was on Real Madrid side. So then, just a couple minutes later, on a corner kick, the ball was in the box, and Nacho passed it to Rudiger like that, and Rudiger crossed it to Joselu, and Joselu scored the 2-1. So that was really crazy. Then in the last minutes, just Militao came in for Bellingham. But to be honest, at this point, it was just kick the ball out, no tactics, just put everything wherever you can and just keep the ball away. So that's the final between Borussia Dortmund and Real Madrid in London. Anyway, so I hope you like the analysis and please like and subscribe. Thanks.